Thanks, Clive, and welcome to the Late Look North. Hello, good evening. I'm Adam Powell. As the temperature continues to drop across the region, so too is the number of people being hospitalised with flu. But NHS bosses are warning the continued cold snap and people returning to work after Christmas could increase the pressure on the health service in the coming days. It comes as just over half of those in the northeastern Cumbria entitled to a free flu jab have taken up the offer, as Mark Denton reports.
Charlotte, so you've come for the flu jab today?
Yeah. We found Charlotte getting her flu jab at Lovely Hill Pharmacy in Gateshead. She's not vulnerable herself, but works as a care home cleaner.
I still work in the care setting, so it's dementia and Alzheimer's, so it's very vulnerable residents and adults. Also, I have got 7 years old, so I need to make sure I'm up to scratch with everything.
More than 900,000 people in the northeast and North Cumbria have had a flu vaccination so far this winter. But with plummeting temperatures and many people returning to work, health officials are bracing themselves.
With everybody returning from the festive period back to work, children going back to nursery and back to schools, there is we probably will expect an increase again for a period of time in terms of flu cases.
People over 65 and those vulnerable through certain health conditions can get a free flu jab.
We've got chronic heart problems, chronic kidney problems, diabetes, any respiratory conditions. They're a carer, so they will get it for free.
But so far, only just over half of people in the region who could get that free jab have taken up the offer.
Maybe we've got more work to do to try and encourage the sort of 18 to 65s who are eligible to try and pregnant women, just to encourage them to come forward. Still come forward. It's not too late, and you will get benefit from the vaccination.
So outside on Lovely Hill's decidedly wintry streets, are people happy to get a flu jab?
If I get a cold, it goes straight to the chest and I have trouble breathing. But no, anybody that is offered it and refuses it are idiots.
And any sickness in your household at Christmas, flu or anything else?
Yeah, I think my full family had it, to be fair. I think I've still got a bit of a cough now to stay away. But yeah, that would get it done, yeah.
The NHS annual flu campaign runs until the end of February. Mark Denton, BBC One North.
Now, as MPs return to Westminster, a North East farmer says she's relieved after the government announced changes to its inheritance tax policy days before Christmas. Claire Wise's family have owned Manor Farm near Darlington since 1875, and she took part in nationwide protests against the plans. The Environment Secretary says proposals to tax inherited farmland have now been watered down, with the planned threshold increasing from £1 million to £2.5 million.
Many of us have been doing a huge amount of lobbying behind the scenes, and we have to say a massive thank you to all the backbench Labour MPs who stood up and supported us and publicly did that before Christmas, because there's no doubt that's really significantly influenced this change. But then also, we've been protesting, we've been out being visible and interacting with the general public, and again, the general public have been immense in their support in the last year, and we're very grateful for that.
Well, the cold snap has forced schools to close, icy roads, and a warning the region's wintry start to 2026 will go on for a few days yet. A government alert is in place over the risk the freezing temperatures pose to the most vulnerable. But the snow's also brought some cheeriness along the way, as Peter Harris reports.
A bracing start, best enjoy it, and a rare chance for some sledging by the sea at Whitley Bay. Down the coast, an unlikely construction, the Tynemouth Igloo. It's really warm, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The painstaking work of two brothers.
We didn't think it would become like the talk of the town or anything, just decided we wanted to do it. Took about 15 hours over 2 days, started on Saturday into Sunday, and yeah, we just had constant flow of people coming in and enjoying it, taking photos and going inside.
We've got these plastic boxes and we fill them up with snow, we compact it, we flip it over like a sandcastle, and we've got this block of snow left, and we use those blocks to build the igloo.
The coast seemed to bear the brunt. This was Roker seafront. While rural Northumberland was treacherous in parts, No great surprise, the Gritters are having a busy week across the region.
It sort of carried on from the weekend, really quite hectic, with multiple runs over the weekend. We got additional crews out over the weekend to support the primary routes, and just carrying on this week, really. The weather forecast's not too clever for this week, so more of the same, unfortunately.
Picturesque as it is, a government amber cold health alert will be in place until Friday, warning of the risks of the cold weather to the elderly. A pretty, if chilly, start to the new year. Peter Harris, BBC Look North, North Yorkshire.
Let's see if there could be any more igloos on the way. Here's Paul Mooney with the weather forecast.
Good evening. The details are changing, but fundamentally we keep the cold weather through the rest of the week and right through the weekend as well. Met Office warnings out for snow and ice right across the region tonight. Initially dry, clear, cold, widespread frost, icy stretches. Later in the night, thickening cloud brings the risk of some rain, sleet and hill snow. Temperatures temporarily down to around -4, -5 Celsius quite widely. Into tomorrow, we've got a west or southwesterly breeze, so it's a little bit less cold. So the showers will be a mix of rain, sleet and snow. There'll be a lot of cloud around on the whole as well, and temperatures just up a shade on the last couple of days, peaking around about 4 or 5 Celsius, a bit milder still on the Cumbrian coast. Then as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, though, we're back to really cold northerly winds on Wednesday. Mixed bag by the time we get to Thursday. Stay tuned.
So more snow on the way. By the looks of things, that is the way things are looking this Monday night. Our next update is in breakfast tomorrow morning from 6:25 from the Lakes here. Good night. Sleep well. Bye-bye.